BB Girls. I'm Alyssa.
And I'm Jessica. Today we're going to be talking about bridal sizing. With bridal sizing, it runs a little bit smaller than normal sizing. So if you're normally a size 4 or 6 pant or dress, you're actually going to be a size 6'8" in bridal.
And with that being said, don't worry about what your bridal size turns out to be. Just find your size, make sure it fits nicely, and then stick with that size as you try on different designers. They're all going to vary, but once you find that size, you can always go up in sizing, but you don't want to go down in sizing because then you'll have to worry about letting it all out. We're going to show you some tips and tricks of how to find your sizing, what dresses need certain measurements, and how to go about finding that kind of size range that works for you.
Some bridal places will measure you there in the store, and what they will do is they'll take the biggest measurement off of your biggest feature and go based off of that, because if your hips are bigger than your bust, you won't be able to pull your dress up over your hips. And with their sample gowns, they always want to be careful with that. So same if your bust is bigger than your hips, you'll be able to pull it right up over your hips, but you won't be able to get it up all the way if you're more busty. So that's why they do that. So maybe that will help you understand more when you do get measured and why they stick with a bigger size. They're not trying to make you feel bad, they're just trying to help you find your perfect gown.
We're going to show you a couple of the measurements that the salons may take to help you find your size range, or they just may go into trying on and figure out your size that way as well. But we're going to show you the 3 basic measurements that you'll need to find your size or the size range that you're going to be trying on. So first is going to be your bust, and you're just going to take it at the fullest part of your bust. And then your waist, if you need that, if necessary. And then the last one, which is typically the one used the most, since hips are usually the biggest part of the body, will be taken at the fullest part of the hip, which is going to actually be around the fullest part of your bottom. And then all of those measurements are going to help fit with any of the dresses, especially the fit and flare. You'll need your hip measurement.
So if you were looking at just a ball gown dress, would you care about the hips as much as the bust, or no?
For a ball gown dress, typically you're just going to need your bust range. If it's a drop waist, you may go a little bit into the hip range, but if it's flowing out starting at your waist, you're not going to have to worry about that hip measurement.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Fridays with the BB Girls. Stay classy, brides to be.
Exhale, never did me know.